We're coming up to planting season and everybody's getting excited, getting ready to get out in the field. So, as farmers are thinking about their main inputs, NPK, what else should they be considering for planting season?
So obviously, I think we're kind of going down a path here because we talked a little bit about WOLF TRAX and micronutrients, and I think I want to just kind of talk a little bit about nutrient balance considerations, and that really kind of focuses on kind of that depletion of nutrients from your crops in the fields. So I think it's kind of a different way to look at it. We kind of tend to think of, okay, we got to add this, we got to add that, but let's kind of maybe step back and think about that nutrient balance. And the way I like to think about that is thinking about your field having kind of a nutrient budget. I'm a bit of a numbers guy, so it kind of makes it easier that way. If you think of it as a bit of a budget, and there's going to be varying amounts of plant nutrients that are going to be added to your field, whether you're adding it through fertilizer, but also through mineralization, crop residues, manures for those who are using those. So you can be adding those in, so you've got those added into your budget, and then you're also going to have those subtractions from your field. So that's going to be where you're going to be removing it. The crop's going to be taking it up. It's going to leave your field as grain. There could be immobilization that is happening, so that's where it gets tied up. So nutrients don't tend to stay one way or the other in your field. They're kind of becoming a plant available and they're becoming plant unavailable as well. They're kind of moving back and forth. So we kind of have a lot of things that are happening. And that's where kind of that nutrient balance is kind of going. And, we've been adding a lot of nitrogen, but hopefully phosphorus. I know some fields maybe not as much phosphorus. Potassium tends to cycle. Some fields are higher, some are lower, same as sulfur. So we're adding a lot of those in, but are we adding in some of these other nutrients that go in there? So that's going to be kind of a big piece to that nutrient balance is, what other things do we need to add that we haven't been adding? Because as you take those crops off, so that grain is coming off, or if you're taking the straw or you grow hay or silage and you're taking all that kind of residue off the field, you're going to be taking all those nutrients with it. And so that's kind of something that we need to have consideration, how much have been taken off and for how long.